Hello everyone, and welcome to a Minecraft Let's Play video. Today I'm back on Quacktopia, and I'm going to be working more in my secret lab. So to start out the video, I'm going to fly down on my Elytra. Woohoo! Oh, I love the Elytra. Let's just swoop and up. And we land in the water perfectly. Well, let's head over to the secret lab. Well, not secret lab, but my secret area. And I'm going to go and work on some more of it. I worked a little bit outside video, and it actually started to look pretty good. It's actually down there. But before I do that, I need to go and do what I do every video in Quacktopia and choose my outfit. So, let's open this up and choose this book. This magic book says Think Noodles, which is just a diamond outfit. Ooh, I forgot to take off my Elytra. But I look fancy, don't I? Very shiny. Woo! But let's put this other book away. And why do I... Oh! I had one too many Think Noodles books, which means I already had this outfit before. So, whoopsie on my part, but we got that all fixed out. So it turns out I have to choose a new outfit, and I'm going to choose this one. Fancy! Which is kind of funny, because I was wearing something fancy just a minute ago. But let's see what we got here. The fancy outfit. Gold and diamond shiny. Oh yeah. If I walk down the street, would I look fancy? Like the most dapper person around? Especially if there was an epic soundtrack. Maybe. But I'd probably fall on my face afterwards. But let's head outside and go down and get my new fancy outfit wet. But it's the only way I can get into here, so boop. Look how lovely it's looking. I made this ticket booth, and you're able to get in through that. And the tickets are 2 emeralds per ticket, but age 8 and under get in free, and age 70 and over get in free. But I highly doubt that anyone is gonna be that age unless their skin is a young kid or an old person. And I made this vending machine. And you say what you want in the plot chat, then you wait for your items, and then you grab your items. So there's cookie, pizza, fried chicken, soda, water, chocolate candy, pumpkin seeds, and a chocolate bar. And when I put something in here, which I'll actually have to fix this because I can't actually put anything in it at the moment. But when I put something in here, I'll put your items in, and I'll break it, and then you'll get your items back. This is the changing room, which is the main focus of our video, and if I can, I'm going to start digging out the area for the stage, yeah. So let's put changing rooms for the actors / actresses. Oh, I spelled that wrong. There we go. And I need to put it downwards. There we go. For the actors and actresses. And I go in here, and it's like a nice little area, and the men's dressing room is that way, and the women's dressing room is that way. Color coded by Birch and Oak. So let's go ahead and oh yeah, I get confused. That is Oak. Let's go ahead and come over here and start digging out this area. So I'm going to go over like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I need to dig out one more. And then in this direction, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks along. And then this is just going to be a wall of prettiness. That doesn't sound like a word. But let's move the door to right here. And that way it's, for some reason when the door is outwards it kind of bugs me. which means I need to fix the door on the other side, like that. I use the birch doors because not only do they look good, but they look like a little screen door. But let's dig out this area, and we can make the little changing room, and we can make some vanities, and we can make some little clothes areas as well for all the clothes hangers to be up. And I'm trying to get this right so it doesn't like break. Is that it? Yeah. There we go. Got it all dug out to the wall here, and we just need to dig out this middle bit now. Sorry if my voice sounds a little bit weird, but I'm recording the same day that I recorded the Death Run mini game that posted on last Saturday. But I am fine as long as I'm doing what I love, which is Minecraft. So I want to let's look here. I kind of want to put the dressing rooms along that wall, and then the vanities along this wall, and maybe a huge mirror right here. I think that'll look pretty good. Like, what I could do is I could just copy everything from the room. I would kind of want to use some obsidian for the floor, because it looks kind of shiny. But I want only do it around this outside perimeter. I'm going to dig out a little bit more this way for the dressing rooms, but I kind of wanted to just make the basis of the room at the moment. I'm going to have to copy all this down for the men's dressing room, except it's not going to look so girly. The other one's going to look more burly, and it's going to be a little bit messy. Actually, it's going to be a little bit messy, but not completely. In this middle row, I'm going to put some more obsidian, and then, actually, I'm just going to make the whole floor obsidian for now, and I can do other accents later. There we go. And now I kind of want to make the little vanities along this wall. I want to use some birch and spruce. I want to do it so it's like along this row, it's going to be there. It's going to be like that, and then along here, come on, fit in. Quit going everywhere. I'm going to have to place a block down. And, like, no. Let's dig this out, place the obsidian, and place the birch. There we go. I'll fill that in a moment. But now, I want to kind of put stairs like this, and then upward like this, actually, with the birch again, which I think will create a nice little theme for this area right here. And then I can make a little shelf along the bottom, but I think I should fill in the walls first, which I think should be dark oak. I love dark oak. It's one of my favorite woods, as I said in my last Bitty Survival episode. But if you haven't seen that, I'll leave a link to it. And I'll also leave a link to my previous Bitty games. And it looks so good with all the other woods, even spruce and birch. But I want to put some, let's see here, I want to put some stone slabs along the top. And at different intervals, I want to put some lights. So like here, here, and here, I want to put some light fixtures in, which I think would look best as the sea lanterns. One of my favorite lighting blocks. And then along the bottom here, I can have a table, and this can have all sorts of different perfumes and drinks and flowers. So I could do a couple of different flowers along here, like oxide daisies will look nice with the theme. And then I'm going to need some mirrors here. But instead of doing a traditional mirror where it's like, let's say there was a desk right here, I wouldn't copy the room over here. I'm going to do some item frames, and they're going to have faces. So I'm going to do some like this, except they're going to have like a different block behind them, so it looks more like a reflective surface. Like, what do we have here that kind of looks reflective? Iron looks pretty reflective, so I can put these in here. It'll look like one big mirror. And then along here, I can put some item frames with all sorts of different little faces. So let's go ahead and do the heads command. And let's look at what we have here. I'm thinking of doing some characters that look like normal people. Like, I'm thinking about doing like an Egyptian one, so I could do a Cleopatra. Let's do, not Blastoise, not an Angry Bird, but let's go ahead and go along here. We can do Draco Malfoy. No, that's a, that's not a person. Oh gosh, I'm collecting too many heads. I did not mean to grab all those different heads. But what else do we have here? We could do one as Eligard for a story mode kind of play, and then finally we have to do 2 more heads. So let's do what else do we have here? Let's go to page 4, and there's this League of Legends Annie, but she's kind of pretty, so I'm going to use her. I have no idea what League of Legends is. Sorry for all you League of Legends fans. And we could also do so many League of Legends different people. Wait, I think I saw an Ariel, which will look pretty nice. No, that's not an Ariel, but it will do. Lots of redheads. I think there's actually too many redheads here. 6, page 6. So many League of Legends characters. This blonde-headed person, Oriana, will do good. Let's put away all of this and get these 4 heads up here. And these will do for some really good reflections. Although, since they are named, they're going to show up when you go over them, which is the only bad thing. Okay, so let's put some, I think that's good enough for this. I'm going to add in some seats along here, like one big bench. And that's where you can go and sit, look at your reflection, like, ooh, which reflection am I? But now I can do, I think I might want to do the mirror over here, actually. I do need that dark oak wood again for back there and back there. I think I'm going to make this whole little wall section right there. There we go. It's looking pretty good, actually. So now I'm going to make this right here a mirror, or at least a somewhat mirror. But I can't do the complete mirror yet because I have to do the rest of the flooring and wall. So that's just going to be where the mirror is. I'm going to be digging a little bit into here, but it'll be okay. But that's going to be where the mirror is. And now I'm going to dig out this area right here so that we can do the little changing rooms. I think I'm going to do a basic wallpaper right here. There's going to be 2 little changing rooms. One right here and one right here. Let's put the obsidian flooring. Oops, I did not mean to break that. But it's just going to be a simple little room where there's going to be a couple bookshelves, like different little, what are they called? I'm actually going to put some other clothing items in here, and they're gonna be bookshelves. We could put away all these other, these could be little clothing racks. And there can be another, this whole wall right here can have clothing racks. And down here can be flooring and wallpaper, and then it could be like they're dangling on iron bar hooks. Like so. And we can do the wallpaper behind here, and we can do the iron bar hooks like they're all hanging on different hooks that are iron bars. So let's add these iron bars in, and it'll look like the dangling clothes. And then there can even be some item frames up here with different clothing items. Since like there's gonna be a Cleopatra one, I could do. I might actually fill this entire thing in, but I could do a Cleopatra style outfit, and maybe some chain armor for like if there's a battle scene in one of the plays. There can be some simple leather boots over here, and then I'll fill it in as I go along, but I'm too busy to actually put in other things right now. So let's put in the bookshelves. There can be like a little seat over here where you can sit to put on some of the clothing, like your boots or your slippers. But let's go ahead and grab a little seat to put in here. And then that looks pretty good. And we can put in some a birch door right there. I have to repeat it over here. So bookshelf and flooring and wallpapering. This is going to be quite a unique little area where you can go and get changed. There we go. It is a little bit cramped, but aren't all changing rooms. And it looks pretty good. So I'm gonna start work on the mirror. I'm gonna have to dig it out just a little bit to make it look like the way it is, but that's really as far as I can go. So what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna try to replicate it to about right there. So what I'm gonna have to do is put the wallpapering here and the wallpapering along here. But I can also put right here a door. I don't know why I used a door when I had a door in my inventory. But along right here, I can have some bookshelves, like they're right here. And I'm going to put the iron bars along here. The obsidian flooring, more of the wallpaper along right here. Well, it's not really wallpaper, it's actual wall. But we can also put another door right here. And maybe, yeah, that looks good for a mirror. And we can put the glass panes in so it looks like a mirror. And it has that reflective kind of style. There we go. That looks great. And then the heads. And I think we need to do, I'll do the ceiling episode, but it's definitely going to include these sea lanterns and maybe some. The cyan wool always looks good, but I'm not too sure how well it's going to look. Actually, those two look pretty good together, so I think I'm going to do like this around, this and then some occasional lighting. I'm just showing you an example. This and then some occasional lighting. But I think that'll look pretty good, so let's get started on the next one. Let me measure this out though. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alrighty, and let's get going and working on this next part. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then I'll go all the way back to here. And then I'm thinking for this room, it should be a little bit more messy. And it's not like any insult to anybody, but it's just like so it'll look better. Well, not look better, but I might actually make it a little bit messy. It's already kind of cramped in the girls' dorm. I think I'm gonna make it a bit more open, but a little bit more messy in here. I'm not saying all men are messy. I'm saying just some are, and I bet they just actually, I don't know really. I might make both of them messy. So, yeah, just looking real quick, making sure I did that right. But that looks good. I actually want to bring the door back a little bit so it looks a bit more natural. I think I might do that with here as well. I think for this room, I'm going to use jungle wood planks for the walls. I think that'll look better. And then I'm going to dig all this out. Men don't really need mirrors. They just go on set looking as they are because they know their outfits are simple and not very complicated. But there might be a couple of mirrors in here just in case. And let's dig out this wall. This is going to be the mirror wall. I'm going to do the same kind of thing. It's going to be the same teal, cyan kind of ceiling. So I'm just going to mark that out. For the flooring, I'm going to do some... Actually, for the flooring right here, I need to do some obsidian. I'm going to do the obsidian in the other room as well. Give me just a second. Being sick is no fun. Ugh. Okay. Let's put the obsidian flooring back in here now. And put the door down. And I can dig out this flooring. The room isn't going to be so crowded because there isn't like too many costume changes for men, because something can easily just like switch into another, like those if you know those like pillows or blankets that change when you switch them around. Their outfits are going to be somewhat like that. Like one side is going to be like, for example, if someone's wearing a diamond chest plate and then they switch it around and it's a leather outfit, that's going to how it's kind of work. But I'm going to cut ahead in the video until I've done a little bit more work on this, and then hopefully I'll have finished it. So I'll see you in a minute. Oh, testing 1 2 3. I really hope this is working because I'm here to tell you guys that I continue trying to work with the video and trying to record it, but it just wouldn't. And I guess that's because the last video clip that you saw was so long. And I'm guessing it's not my video recording system is just acting up. So I guess that's it for this video. But I thank you everyone for watching, and I'll see you all later. Bye!